All right, boys and girls, a little update on this three-stroker. So, okay, the heads are back on. There's a small little video about that. So, okay, the heads have been torqued down. There's a sequence. Start from the middle, go around. Three passes. I choose 35, 50, and then I go to maybe 70 foot-pounds on the heads. What's next now is the lifters, and there's all the hype going around about flattening your cam, so I'm taking extra precautionary measures to avoid that. So I'm using ultra slick. It's just an assembly lube. It's really thick, and it sticks to everything. So I'm putting on the push rods right now. I just put the lifters back in, but I could remove one if I had to. So okay, here, let me tell you what. Here, I have a little tool here. You can pull them out if you want to inspect them. See? Let's see here. A little tricky. Just gotta grab the edge of it. It'll come back out. There it is. So, here's the lifter. I just tend to put a lot of this lube on here. See, it's saturated. It was already installed. So what I'll do is I'll put the lifter in there and make sure it spins. You gotta make sure that it spins, and this one does, of course. You know, and I've already done it, but let's see if I could do it with one single-handed. I don't want the lifter to fall down into place because it's sticky, so it's good. It's good that it does that. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll get the Permatex, and what I'll do is I'll put it in between the lifter right here. See, basically put it in there. There's a groove in there where I want the goop to stay on there, and I'll just let it go there, and it'll go in that groove, stays there. Then what I'll do next is I'll put some of this on top and fill it in just like that. So we got plenty of it, and of course your valves will be happy. Here's all the push rods, and to pull this tool out of it, don't want to forget that I'm not a doctor. So basically run them down, your push rods, run them down through your guide plates. The guide plates they're still loose right now, because you're gonna have to make an adjustment so they don't rub on the guide plates and create metal and metal. So that will take place later on when I adjust the valves. The guide plates, there's not a lot of videos about the torque sequence or the torque value, and I'll tell you, it's 50 to 55. I'm gonna go 50 because it's an aluminum head, so I don't want to take the chance on stripping the aluminum because it's a softer metal. Of course, we all know that. Everybody knows that. So here we go. It's almost done for this part, and then here in a little bit, here's the intake I'll be using. Let me move this out of the way. So what I'll probably do next, these are going to be the rockers, and I'll just do one for now. You know, of course we all know that they're going to go here, and there's a specific way how they go. The flat part goes up because that's where the nut jam's going to take place. But what I'll do is I will also put, you know, you could put assembly lube, or you could use this will work good. It's a non-drip formula, and I'm going to use it here and here. So I'll put grease here and here, and here. Might as well do it now. Let's just do it. Let's see here. Where's my scissors? Give me a second. Let me cut this open. Let's do that. Okay. Sorry about my fingers on the camera. So basically just put some here. You know, some of this stuff on here. Right there. And right there. Okay? Right there and right there. I guess you could do it here too. It wouldn't hurt. You know, here, there, okay. And of course, always remember that the bearing part of it goes towards the valve. And basically that's what it is. Okay guys, and you got your nut jams here, so that I'll probably explain it later. But just do this procedure to all of them, you know, and you should be okay. You know, I'll be doing this here in a little bit, so there's no reason to show you every single one of these. You know, same thing. Just get your new rocker arm. These are full rocker arms. They're rollers. Again, you know, some of this guy, assembly lube there. Yeah, some here on top of the push rod, and some on the actual valve. And you should be good. Pretty simple, isn't it? Again, make sure that there we go. Make sure the flat part of it is facing up, like that. Not the round part. See, that's round. That goes to the bottom. A little piece of something there. Okay. So yeah, just pretty much put it on there, and you're set to go. Okay. So that's how I try to prevent a flat cam, but we won't know until we fire it up. And we're gonna use this Lucas braking oil. I'm going with 2050 because the sticker oil should be better for you. There's a lot of other things in the market, but I choose to use Lucas. But I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I'm going with the high zinc. And after the engine's built, you know, of course, you need to break it in with that oil. After you break the engine in, I guess the process, well, I don't guess, I know the process is, you know, just rev the engine to, I don't know, say 2,000 RPMs for about half an hour or so. Keep an eye on make sure that these push rods spin. I like to put a little paint or a marker here, and it'll show that the push rod spins. It's got to spin. If it does not spin, there's something wrong. But that's what keeps the cam alive, is that the push rods have to spin. Here, let me just show you what I do. Here's another little cool hot rod. So, okay, where are we? Here we are. So you get something like this, right? Okay. What you can do is slightly like that. See? Mark the push rod. When the engine starts, it should start to spin, and that's how you'll know that your cam is properly being broken. And I know there's a lot of hype in the internet. I know that everybody's talking about it, how flat tappet cams are flattening out, but these are some of the procedures you want to take. Also, try to start it on the first try. Make sure you have it at top dead center, which it is on top dead center. I'm missing the pointer, but I have it here somewhere. Make sure that all works. And then maybe in the next video, I'll show you a little bit of how I finish this off, and maybe continue with something new. All right, so three stroker being built here. Just, you know, just a nice little engine, you know, little stroker engine, 350 with a 400 crank. Alright guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy this one. I hope you did enjoy it. Alright, thank you, and have a blessed day.